All right, and we're live. I am Noah Spees, and this is...
All right, and I'm Jordy Rude.
And we're hosting this new podcast, which we have not named yet.
It's currently the unnamed podcast. Today we have Kohlton with us. He's our first guest on our first podcast of the first season of the first series that Noah and I have created.
Whoop-de-doo.
I am very excited to be here.
We're very excited to have you.
So, you guys were just talking about stools.
Yeah.
Please enlighten us about what you think about stools.
So where we were just talking about where Kohlton started to hate stools down his very long life.
So
continue, please.
I just want to start out by saying, like, they're the worst type of thing you can sit on. Like, a chair, it's got a purpose, you know? A couch, it's got a purpose. A stool, it's terrible. It's awful. It means nothing. So...
I don't know if I can agree with that, though, because, like, a stool, there's, you got kitchen stools, you got bar stools. I mean, stools, you got to argue that stools are meant to be, like, for people to fall off of them, because why else would they be at bars where people get drunk, and then drunk people are prone to falling? So then you got a stool, and you just fall off it.
Yeah,
then another patron can come in and then start the process over. You just turn them over.
See, and I think that's not good, you know? I mean, if you're already in danger of falling off a stool, and you get drunk, then you're in more danger of falling off a stool and you get hurt, and then they sue the business, and then no one can drink anymore, you know? It's really
that's true. That's a good point.
So stools are a liability is what we have figured out.
Yeah, but they're, like, also easier to clean. And, like...
I completely disagree.
You disagree?
Why do you disagree?
Okay, so, like, how are stools easier to clean?
Well, there's,
than,
like,
less... A chair?
There's, like, less material there. It's, like...
So, like, less surface
a stool.
area to, like, clean?
Yeah, physically clean,
I think, like, you get a chair, it's about the same amount of surface area, but the surface area itself is negligibly different, and what's really the problem with, difficulty to clean is... like crevices. You can clean off a tabletop very quickly.
Right.
However,
you can clean off a stool top pretty quickly also.
That's right.
Yeah,
but
like, a
stool is basically like a tiny table.
Yeah,
right?
it's a tiny table.
Yeah,
That's all you need to clean off.
It's a tall, tiny table.
Yeah, but what if it's like what if someone really thought about making the stool and was like, okay, it's not going to be so tall that you have to like actually climb onto the stool. You just sit on it.
See, I have no problem with a stool that's, like, short.
Okay.
But, like, every stool I see is, like, 4 feet tall, and that's ridiculous.
Ridiculously short or ridiculously tall?
Ridiculously tall.
It's 4 foot.
It's 4 foot.
What do you mean
I have a hard time visualizing, okay?
What are you, 8 feet tall?
I'm sitting about 9.5, so calm down.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I can see that, but I don't know. I think stools... it just give you like such a different feeling than chairs. When you go sit
at
like
the feeling of falling
when you
over.
Sit, when you sit at like an Applebee's and you go and you sit at the bar and like there's like only people to the left and right of you, that's just like such a different feeling than a chair can provide. Because in a chair you're just like awkward. Bar stools, like stools, are made for bars.
Is
like,
it a feeling of unity, or just you feel open?
I
and
feel
I
like
think it's
around?
like pain and sorrow because you're sitting at Applebee's.
Okay, the Applebee's is just an
not the place to
example.
go along.
Yeah, this is about stools and their place in society.
We'll make it a cool, rad, hip, new age bar. There you go.
Oh, okay.
All right.
With chairs instead of stools.
With beanbags.
With whatever we're talking about, with just the stools. Okay, they would have beanbags.
Yeah.
But beer on beanbags?
Yeah,
They'd have to be like...
puking on beanbags?
You know how hard it is to get out of a beanbag chair?
Imagine trying to do that when you're
just
drunk.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to...
You can't get out of like a beanbag chair like a chair
That bar
or a
doesn't exist-
stool.
That bar doesn't exist to make money. It exists to laugh at the misery of drunk people.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about a beanbag stool?
I'm interested. Talk to me about the logistics.
Explain this, please.
Okay.
What is this idea?
So I think it would be about the width of like a small couch, like a love seat kind of deal.
Okay.
And it has like the
pretty
top.
big,
The
okay.
top is like all beans.
Okay, and the bottom is all bag.
Yeah. No. It's like
But the bottom is
top
like...
is like the bag with the beans in it, and then the bottom is like a stool.
So it's just
But
like
it's huge.
It's like an extra stuffed stool.
Yeah, it's kind of like a day bed, but it's a bean bag chair. Kind of like a water bed, day bed, but bean bag.
on top of a stool.
Yeah.
So it's just gonna be like easier to fall off of.
Yeah, wait, how do you
Or is
get,
it gonna be
how do you
wide
get
enough
into
to lay
this?
on? How do we what?
Like, how tall is this thing gonna be?
Like 3 feet.
Like,
No, I was thinking like maybe actually 3 feet.
3 feet.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's not
yeah,
bad.
like yeah.
Just above knee height. I'm thinking.
Just above knee height.
Just yeah. Then you can just kind of like just fall into it.
Okay, but so it's gonna be like, it's not like normal stool size. These stool legs are gonna be really like spread out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's more like
it's not a single-legged stool.
Okay. It's gonna be
Which
like.
would be cool though.
Is it
That
gonna have,
sounds like
is it
a
gonna
very
basically-
hard thing to sit in.
So is this just gonna be a couch?
Yeah, no, invented a couch.
No.
It's a beanbag stool.
Because is it gonna be like 4 legs in each of its corner, really wide?
Yeah, and it's really padded.
Yeah.
And,
But
it's,
there's
Is
no
it-
back to it. There's
There's
no
no
back.
back.
there's no
Okay,
back.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a stool.
It's a
It's a
stool.
stool.
Okay.
They have backs on some stools though.
No,
This is a backless
that's
stool.
a chair.
It's a
Give
chair.
him a chair. You idiot.
Hey, wait, whoa. I'm sitting on a stool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it has a back.
Yeah, you
That's
idiot.
a weird. That's like a.
It's
I don't know
it's a
what
curved
that
back.
is.
I'm sitting on one of those stools that has like the
Oh.
curved circle, like half circle.
It's, not,
that's
it's
on
like a
stick.
quarter
I
circle.
hate how it's
Quarter
only
circle.
attached at one point.
It's
And
like
yeah,
a
and
quarter circle.
It spins around.
I really don't know what that
stool.
is for.
I don't
That's
know either. It's
awful.
nice to like lean on though.
Is
We're
it-
just gonna ignore this
Stop.
abomination of a stool and talk about our abomination
Yeah.
of a stool.
So the beanbag stool.
Back to the couch.
Is anyone envisioning this beanbag stool purple? Or is it just
Yeah,
me?
no, it's definitely purple.
Mine was like blue.
Yours was blue.
But it was
blue,
close,
blue,
close.
purple.
It's blue,
That's
but
yeah.
yeah, it's like next to each other.
So we'll sell blue. I mean purple.
Purple.
We'll sell purple.
purple.
Yeah, purple.
And
Blurple.
but I feel like it's just gonna be big and like spill over the sides of the stool.
I think that's kind of the point, though.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it
I
has
think it's
to.
kind of gonna look like a mushroom cap.
Okay, and it's just really it's so wide and big that you could lay on
Yeah.
it.
Almost. Yeah. Maybe
Almost
like fetal
lay on it.
position.
Almost
Maybe like
like-
fetal
Okay.
position on it.
Like love couch, you're saying, or
Oh,
love
love
seat. You were
seat,
saying,
love seat,
yeah,
yeah.
love
Yeah.
seat. You're right. Okay. All right, I can kind of see it, but like I feel like it'd be really easy to fall off of.
True.
Well, that's why like the legs are like spread out.
Okay.
They're not like
Yeah.
right on top. Of
You
each
wouldn't tip over the chair. You'd just fall out
Okay.
of it.
other. Yeah.
So basically, make a couch, but take out all the couch part and just put a big bean bag over the base, and then raise it a foot or two.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
This is awful. I hate it.
I don't know. I think we should start marketing now. We've given everyone else our idea now, though, so this is going to be an issue.
That's fine. We already
it's
have
okay.
rights to it.
We already
We
have
can
the rights
just
to
come
it.
back to this recording.
We'll say, hey, see, look
Look,
right there.
this
That's
was
when we came up
recorded.
with it.
Yeah.
If anyone tries to argue that, we can just pull this up.
Just pull this up.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to have to post it soon.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's only us. I mean, the only person that could take it from us is Kohlton, but he hates stools.
I
so
hate
he
them.
wouldn't
so
do
you wouldn't
that.
ever do it.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fine.
It's
All right.
foolproof.
So we're safe.
It's basically ours.
Okay, that's our idea. We'll keep that for ourselves.
Love it.
That was a stupid tangent.
We're getting focused.
That's right.
Kohlton, our guest, the most important man in this room currently, because we need to interview someone to make money somehow.
Right.
What do you do in your free time, especially amidst this catastrophe,
You mean like during this whole pandemic
issue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, most of the day I do the time-tested tradition of I sleep.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All day? Every day?
Well, I mean, sometimes in the day, sometimes at night. I try to mix it up.
Okay.
I try not to be predictable.
Yeah.
But when I'm not doing that, I'm either hanging out with my family, which is quite unfortunate.
How is hanging out with your family? How is that?
Yeah.
What is unfortunate about this?
Okay, so it depends on the day.
Yeah.
So, like, to give you like an idea of how my family can be sometimes, about 2 weeks after this whole coronavirus thing like started going off, my dad kicked my door down. Like literally, like I didn't have hinges on my door; it got kicked in. He went, Kohlton, I gotta give you something to protect yourself in case people want to come here and steal our toilet paper. And he handed me a shotgun and said, I want you to keep this in your room. Just in case.
Wait,
That's
is that
awesome.
an actual quote
No.
from your dad? Is that what he said? About
Yeah,
the
he
toilet
said in
paper?
case people want to steal our toilet paper.
That was To be fair, that was at the height of the toilet paper crisis.
It was absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's fair.
I feel like that is a responsible choice.
I mean, counterpoint. I mean, now I just have a shotgun in my corner of the room.
That's
so.
fine.
I mean, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. I mean,
it gives you power.
It's a one-shot shotgun, so I mean, if there's two of them, I'm fucked. But.
No, just line them up.
Just
line them up.
Just double tap.
You just need to get one, and then the other one will be scared and run away.
Yeah, and if he's not, then I still got a stick.
I think the people that are going to be coming after toilet paper are going to be like the Karens. So I think with one, I think with just like being within like a 2-mile radius of the weapon will be enough to frighten them.
I mean, that makes sense, Yeah.
Unless Karens evolve.
Oh God.
So you talked about sleeping. Personally, I've always been a back sleeper. Right. I've always slept on my back. I've always slept on my back.
That's weird.
I've begun to experiment with sleeping on my stomach. How do you sleep?
Yes, totally normal question.
please answer quickly. We need to know.
I've tried sleeping on my back. I just never feels right.
Really?
Yeah, no, I can't do it.
So how do you sleep?
So I usually sleep on my side.
Oh, okay, back and side. I'm
no,
both.
see, I got it. I go side, and then the other side, and then the other side. I keep switching.
So you're a bed roller.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
It's quite unfortunate.
Basically how I do it also.
Yeah, and then finally, right when I'm about to fall asleep, fetal position for the win.
Not for me. No.
The fetal position is pretty nice. Sometimes.
Why don't you just jump straight to the fetal position then?
Well, that's not how it's done.
It's not comfortable at first.
No,
Eventually it gets comfortable though.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't just scrunch yourself up. You gotta shrink a little.
It's
first.
like why don't you just enjoy a movie immediately as soon as you start watching it? That's not how it works.
You gotta let it get set.
You gotta let it develop.
This is like a super hype movie.
Yeah, like Suicide Squad.
Or like
Kohlton, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
That's fair. I don't know. I still say that episode 3, but it's in Chinese, is the best one.
In Chinese.
Yeah. Like that dubbed one that we watched.
What was it called?
Backstroke of the West.
Backstroke of the West. So what was it? Explain what that was.
Okay, so basically they took episode 3.
It's a YouTube video.
Yeah. It's all on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's like a Chinese bootleg version, and then they redubbed over the Chinese bootleg version, so that way it's broken English the whole way through. It's the entire movie. It's like 3.5 hours of bad Chinese lip dub.
No.
And it's great.
Why? Oh.
Now they convinced their teacher to watch this in their movie class.
Yeah.
Mrs. Smith actually.
Diana, you convinced?
Oh
my god.
Diana watched this.
Oh.
And so the whole classroom had to sit through this.
Yeah, and the best part is there are a couple swear words during this movie because it's bad Chinese lip dub bootleg thing, so they get some stuff wrong.
Okay, so you got the famous line that's like you underestimate my power. And it was like, don't try it, Anakin. I have the high ground. So what did they say in the movie instead of that?
I can't remember it verbatim, but it's stupid. It's like
the
ground of which I stand compares superior.
Yeah, so stuff like that for however long Revenge of the Sith is.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something.
Is it 3 hours and 20 minutes?
I think it's like that.
It's really that long?
I thought the Revenge of the Sith was like 2 hours, 20 minutes.
It might be 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah, because Star Wars cannot hold out that long.
No.
Well, yeah.
Audiences cannot stick around for those remakes, those sequels.
I still haven't seen the 9th one.
Don't.
every time I'm at Disney Plus, I'm like, I've got time to kill. I could watch the 9th one, and then I'm like, but I really don't care about any of the characters. I don't like any of the characters. Why would I?
No.
Yeah, no. The 9th one shouldn't even. The last sequel series shouldn't even be canon. No, it shouldn't. Honestly, it's just so bad.
I'm just gonna take the sequels out of canon and all the stuff that they said wasn't canon, all the expanded universe. I mean, I still consider it
canon.
Just plug it back in.
It's so important. And it was so good too. Some of the canon stuff.
Some of it was weird.
Some was weird. Yeah. But Dark Horse, comics, did a wonderful job.
Yeah.
Except for the time that there was a comic about Jar Jar's dad, and his dad was suicidal and stuff. That stuff was weird.
Oh, that is weird.
That sounds not good.
It was weird, and I think it was suicidal because of Jar Jar. But
I don't want to say anything. I don't say anything, but if you've seen episode 1. There's kind of a reason.
Yeah.
Jar Jar is the best part about about episode 1. Don't even at me.
Jar Jar?
Jar Jar was great.
I know, I kind of like the pod racing.
He's great, ironically, because we look back and see how terrible it was, yes.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the dude who played Jar Jar?
No.
Have you heard his story?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. He was like told that like he was going to be great, right?
Yeah.
The kids were going to love him, and then everyone fucking shit on him.
Yeah, because he like took on this role. He put all the stuff in his role because I mean he's an actor. He's doing what actors do. He's like, I'm fucking Jar Jar Binks, and then he's doing his thing, and then Misa Jar Jar Binks, and then and then the movie comes out and everybody hates it, and he gets all this hate mail, and it doesn't help that like he's black, so all these people like are starting to be racist towards him because they're like you, and they're calling him names because it's like that's just one more thing some people like to hate about people. So he just got hate mail, and like he says there's a YouTube video about it. The thumbnail is funny because it's like I played Jar Jar Binks, and it was like talking about my almost suicide, and you're like, so what happened was he was I've got to remember if this is the same bridge story where he walked over the bridge a lot, but yeah, I think it's a bridge that he always used to walk on to clear his head. But one day it was after the movie had come out and all this shit had gone down, so he's like standing on the edge of the bridge, and he's legitimately thinking about jumping off. Like he's ready, he's about to jump off, so he starts to like kind of lean forward, but there's this big gust of wind, and it kind of pushes him back and makes him like halt for a second, and he's like, whoa, like, because he like tried to regain his balance because of the wind. He's like, if I have like enough power in me to try and like regain that balance right there and save me from falling, like I must have like some kind of will to still live. And so that's the reason
that's a crazy story.
Yeah. So like, I mean, we hate like these Star Wars movies, but you can't like hate the actors like that, which sucks. Because like I hate Rose as a character, and I think it's terrible and obligatory.
I think it's terrible writing.
Yeah,
I think very bad writing.
If you're going to write hate mail, write it to the writers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
let's not promote hate.
No. If you're gonna send death threats to someone, they're the one.
I didn't say death threats. I said hate mail, which is just constructive criticism.
All right.
Poorly
if you
worded.
send constructive criticism, send it to the writer. Don't send hate mail at all to anyone,
the actors,
because it's not to get anything done. But you can definitely give them a little slap on the wrist. Well,
few things done.
Yeah, not good things. Yeah. So.
That's cool though. The Force saved him.
The Force saved Jar Jar.
Oh man. Oh, that'd be so weird if he would just like all of a sudden turn into like a culty guy where like the Force was his god. Like,
isn't that
like the Force saved me? Here's my story.
Isn't that
like that's like alternate reality YouTube thumbnail.
YouTube story. YouTube story time. I was Jar Jar and the Force saved me.
Star Wars theory: Jar Jar actor actually leads an insane Force-centered cult. Isn't Jedi like a religion though now?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that officially recognized? Or
really?
Something?
It might be.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna Google it.
That's kind of interesting.
Let me, I don't know, babble about something like.
Isn't it just basically monasticism? Monasticism.
I don't know what that is.
Monasticism. I mean, I feel
like being a monk.
Like monasteries and stuff.
Yeah. It's basically that mixed with like Buddhism and like.
Yeah, I was thinking it's just Buddhism. Pretty much.
Because like Star Wars is based off of like westerns with Japanese like film inspired things and like kabuki theater and like all that crap.
Yeah, now that you like mentioned Japan, it does Jedi, like the whole thing organization shares a lot of ties with like Shinto, or the Japanese like earth, not worship, but like connecting with like spirits and stuff.
Like spiritualism and like, but like not like a deity, not like a god or anything.
No,
it's like
it's just like respect
like
the mountains and stuff. Yeah, it's like Buddhism.
Keep going.
No.
Okay, so there's Temple of the Jedi Order.
Okay.
So we are a Jedi Church and international ministry of the religion Jediism and the Jedi way of life. Jedi at this site are not the same as those portrayed within the Star Wars franchise. Star Wars Jedi are fictional characters that exist within a literary and cinematic universe. We are a recognized international ministry and public charity, a tax-exempt nonprofit organization founded in 2005. We believe in peace, justice, love, learning, and benevolence. It is unlikely that the Jedi way conflicts with other beliefs and traditions. They have a doctrine. To become a temple member, you are asked to complete the lesson 1 of the Initiates program in full before you submit your application.
Do you have to pay $100?
Probably. you have to. It's just an MLM.
I'll have to watch.
Yeah.
Amazon Smile donates to the Temple of Jedi Order. Oh, here we go. There's their like beliefs. The Jedi believe in the Force and in the inherent worth of all life within it.
Okay.
So it's basically just like.
That sounds like, what is it, like Jadism or something?
Oh, like Taoism, kind of thing.
Yeah,
it's like the people that like speak
and Eastern kind
stuff.
Very.
In the sanctity of the human person, we oppose the use of torture and cruelty. Okay, so normal stuff. We believe in a society governed by laws, grounded in reason and compassion, in a society that does not discriminate on the basis of sexual orientation, all that stuff that everybody espouses nowadays, and the ethic of reciprocity, and how moral concepts are not absolute but vary by culture, religion, over time. Okay. So just normal, like, hey, we're a people who believe in things and we want to make a organization out of it, and it's just a generally good philosophy, kind of.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah. I think I follow the Jedi religion now.
Yeah, I think I follow it. I'm not going to go and pledge my allegiance to the Jediism.
No, I don't think I'm going to go and get their like face tats or whatever.
Yeah. No. Face tats, you say.
Yeah.
And what is this? Jedi Church. The Jedi Church believes that there is one all-powerful force that binds all things in the universe together.
Oh, okay.
The Jedi religion is something innate inside every one of us. This is a separate organization.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So this seems more like the Force is a god.
Yeah. This seems more like God, also known as the Force.
Have you guys watched any new movies recently?
No.
Any new ones?
No. Absolutely not.
No.
Okay. I don't give them my money.
So I have a, give them money. Dude, that's why well, never mind. You do things that aren't legal. But.
No, this is going on our podcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying what I'm doing, so you can't prosecute me for it. But,
I think it's inferred.
Yeah, a little bit, but there's no proof.
Obviously, he's stealing somebody's purse.
That's true.
Yeah,
like, taking
I'm
their
stealing
Netflix
people's
card or whatever.
Yeah. I'm scanning the brains for the Netflix password.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
I have a movie that if you're a masochist, you should watch. If you like terrible, horrible, horrifying things happening on screen for a good hour and 28 minutes.
Oh, you posted that on
I did post something about it because
it's only an hour 30 minutes.
Yeah, it shook me up.
Really?
When it ended, there was like I don't cry.
Did you cry a little bit?
I had tears in my eyes.
Was it scared tears or sad tears?
It was fear.
Oh God!
What is this like movie?
Eraserhead, right?
It's called Eraserhead. It's by David Lynch. It's weird little, very, very small budget film from 1977. It's all black and white.
The lesser known Star Wars.
The lesser known Star Wars. So basically the basic premise of this is there's this man. He lives in this he lives a little bit in the future. Everything's super industrial. Nothing's natural. He has a child out of wedlock. He finds out about the child in the movie, and he has to deal with this child. Now, this child isn't just a baby. This thing's like deformed. It doesn't look human.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to say about it, because you're going to have to watch it to say yourself. And also, if I'd said anything else, it wouldn't make any sense.
Does it have an eraser head?
All right, so
that's a yes.
All right,
yes.
All right, if anybody here wants to go watch this movie on their own, I'm saying it's terrifying.
I would love to watch it.
You would, because I'll go into like spoilers and explain what happened because it's crazy. But if you want to put yourself through this ordeal,
I think I would.
You would like to?
I think I would like to.
I would very
Are you sure?
I think so. I want to see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is it like scary? Like.
Is it like confusion fear, or is it like?
Yeah. Is it like?
It's
like
a body horror film.
Body horror film.
Interesting. So it's like Human Centipede, kind of.
No, because that's like ridiculous.
Well,
Number two.
Have you seen 2?
No, I haven't seen any of them. I just know what it is.
Okay, I watched 2 because it was on Netflix for a little while. I don't like it. He masturbates with like sandpaper and barbed wire.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's in the movie?
Yeah.
But see, like,
why is that
stuff like that they just do because they're like, what's the grossest
gory.
thing?
No, but it's not done because of that. It's like a minor part of the thing. It's like it's not fun.
But like stuff like that is like what's like they try to make the most like absurd violent stuff. This movie that I'm talking about is like atmospheric. There's some disgusting parts, but it's not super over the top. It's the atmosphere and then it's kind of like a nightmare dream type thing, so not everything is like the most coherent. Okay. So it's like this scary thing of like what's gonna come next, and the things that are on screen sometimes are gross or disgusting, but mainly the whole thing's just so unsettling, and you don't know. It's the fear of unknown is what got me.
Okay, I got you.
So it's just so like, it's just so odd. I've never watched a weird
It sounds
movie.
like an experience. I think I have to watch it.
All right, so no spoilers then. I won't tell you what it is about.
Yeah.
I will hook you guys up with the movie.
Okay.
But if anyone is like faint of heart at all, don't watch this. I'm not even kidding, because I like things that are really depressing, really super dark, just not okay, and this like was hard to watch.
Interesting.
Of course, I might hype it up like this, and somebody's gonna watch it and be like, "Oh," and then they're gonna be like, "This didn't affect me as much as you." And I'm like, "Oh, now I look stupid."
It's like, this is just like Reddit, right?
No, it's not that. But what's great about it is, speaking of old movies and soundtracks, this soundtrack for this one is almost all noise. It's like
I could see that if it's like a horror film.
Surreal horror type thing.
Yeah, it's like dark ambient noise tracks.
I mean, if it's like the intro to 2001: A Space Odyssey throughout the whole film, then yeah, I'm gonna be terrified.
What, with the music?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think that, but like think that amount of volume, but it's not music. It shakes you a little bit.
So it's just some of these like ASMR YouTube channels that are just horrifying.
No. Anyways, I'll just leave it at that. It's yeah, I'll leave it there. Stop trying to do ASMR. Anyways, moving on from that topic, I'll have you guys watch it, and then we can do a follow-up podcast.
Yeah, we could.
And we can talk about the movie.
We could.
So,
yeah.
We'll have to get this podcast out there so that all other people, if they want to watch it, they can.
Yeah.
Which, it's a brilliant movie. It's on my top movies of all time list for me.
David Lynch sounds familiar. What else has he done?
He's done Twin Peaks, which is a TV show from like the 90s, I think, and then he's also done Mulholland Drive and Blue Velvet and a number of other movies.
Maybe Blue Velvet.
I don't. Yeah, but I haven't watched those yet. Okay. I'm gonna watch Mulholland Drive next.
He did The Elephant Man too. I love The Elephant Man.
I haven't seen The Elephant Man.
The Elephant Man is such a good movie.
I've heard it's very good.
I've heard
it is really good. It made me feel things.
Okay.
Oh man.
But like good things.
Emotions.
Or like,
yes.
Yeah.
Made me feel all of the emotions.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie.
I'm gonna have to watch it because I haven't watched
1980,
that yet.
I think.
1980. Okay, good.
1980.
It's older because usually things that are like
1980
past the 2010s are like all right.
Yeah. No. Okay. Cool. Because I watched it a long time ago, and I've been trying to find who made that movie so I could watch it again. David Lynch. Cool. So now I have to watch Eraserhead and then The Elephant Man.
Yeah.
So
Eraserhead will make you feel all of the negative aspects of that movie times 20.
Oh, I'm sure. The Elephant Man's sad.
The Elephant Man.
It's so sad.
A Victorian surgeon rescues a heavily disfigured man who is mistreated while scraping a living as a sideshow freak. Behind his mysterious facade.
It's based on a true story.
There is revealed a person of kindness.
It's about the Elephant Man.
Intelligence and sophistication.
Yeah.
You know he killed himself?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, why wouldn't you kill yourself?
Spoilers.
No,
that was in real life.
Yeah, I know.
So that's just like saying Freddie Mercury dies of AIDS when you go to see.
Spoiler alert.
He broke his own neck because like his head was so heavy that
Yeah.
like if he didn't like sleep a certain way, then he would like break his neck.
Yeah.
And so like he like told his doctor or whatever like good night, and then when they walked in the next day, he was like lying like a normal human, but his neck was broken because if he lied down like normal.
Did he do that on accident or on purpose?
No, definitely on purpose.
Definitely on purpose.
Because he had been sleeping like weird to like prevent that for like years or whatever.
Huh.
So eventually he must have just been like sick of living.
All right, I gotta watch this. It's in black and white. I like it when they're black and white.
Elephantizing fasciitis, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Elephantizing fasciitis.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Instead of like necrotizing fasciitis, which is like flesh-eating disease. Instead,
it eats elephants.
It makes you
elephant eating disease.
Yeah, it just like it makes you grow like this really thick, tough, callous skin like all around your limbs. And you they just balloon up. They like get huge.
That must like like the tree guys or whatever. They have like weird like extra scabs everywhere.
Oh yeah,
tree guys.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what they're called. But it's like
there's like
they develop
condition?
like several layers of scabs, and they like eventually aren't able to like walk or use their hands and stuff, and they have to go through surgery to get like the things removed.
Huh. Crazy.
I'm glad I don't have that.
Yeah. It's also same.
That'd be a big rip.
That'd be wouldn't be doing this probably.
No,
I'd
probably
be
not.
like
Probably
trying to be in the hospital or dead. Kill myself.
Damn.
I don't know.
No,
joke's on you. You can't pull a trigger.
Yeah, my hand hurts too much to get the job done.
You can still fall off a bridge.
Yeah, that'll work.
Fun fact about falling off a bridge: the impact doesn't kill you, so you sink to the bottom and like get stuck in there and drown to death.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, like in the water?
You just gotta find a
you
big enough
get stuck in
bridge.
like the mud at the bottom because it's all silt.
Yeah.
And so you get like knee deep stuck, and then you drown.
You just gotta find a big enough bridge.
Well, why would you jump off like into the water? Like, if I want to kill myself, I jump off the bridge like into the highway in front of cars.
Well, yeah.
I want to do it like
no, but like
in
a
the
lot
water.
of people don't do that. They think, oh yeah, this is a beautiful place. I'm just gonna die here. But then they end up just drowning underwater, and it's like that was stupid.
I don't know why you'd ever jump into the water. Like,
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people on the Golden Gate Bridge, when they jump, they like snap their neck as soon as they hit the water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's because it's so tall.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying you gotta find the right bridge.
You gotta find the right bridge. Okay. All right.
Like don't expect like a 30-foot bridge to like kill you.
No, I'm just realizing we're giving tips on how to kill yourself on a podcast.
If you need
find
help,
a good strong rope.
If you need help, don't hit us.
I don't
hit
do
up
that.
the suicide. Hit up the suicide hotline.
Yeah, call the suicide hotline. You need help.
Like a song or something.
Because us three don't care enough to save you, but the people on the other side of that hotline do because they're getting paid for it.
Yes, they're getting paid for it. No, that's bad because then they think that they don't care about them actually. They genuinely care about you living. They genuinely care. Call them. You need help. You have loved ones. Don't die.
I can't assure if someone like takes that job on, they're 100% like, I want to save these people, and they're like actually genuinely wanting to help. So if you are feeling suicidal, don't take our advice or any of this stuff seriously.
Yes.
This is all a joke. Call the suicide hotline. I don't know the number off the top of my head.
Number.
You have the number?
Yeah,
read it off for us, Jordy, so that these people can type it in.
Okay,
right?
give me a second.
Just look up like Logic song.
What?
Logic has a song that's just the suicide hotline.
Really?
That's what it's named. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Suicide prevention hotline number is 800-273-8255.
Did you hear that? Say it again.
Why?
It's like an advertisement. It's just in case they miss
but
it.
They can
they
scrub.
can hit the rewind button.
Yeah.
If they missed it. It's like, oh no, I missed it. It's gone forever.
God damn it.
All right, fine.
Do it again.
800-273-8255.
There you got it.
There you go.
Is it 800 or 1-800?
I believe it's 800.
Is it 800?
No, 1-800.
I don't think it matters.
I think that's like an American thing. Like if you're in America, it doesn't matter. But I think if you're outside of America, you have to.
Yeah, but why
but
don't
like
you just call?
I think that's like the suicide hotline in America. So like,
so
if you're in India, like we can't help you. We don't know what it is. Sorry.
We don't know what it is. We don't know what India is.
Yeah, we don't. We don't know what the Indian suicide hotline is.
Yeah, they're like. Yeah, but anyway.
That's enough about suicide. We're done with that. Moving on.
Don't try suicide.
Don't try it.
By Queen.
It's not worth it. By Queen. Song shout-outs. Pew pew. Speaking of that, I have an important question for you, Colin.
Okay.
What are your music preferences? Because I've never known this.
Okay, so I've had diverse tastes in music.
Okay.
Right. Have you had like phases as you?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually.
Please walk us through the phases.
And so
from like 5 years old to now.
Okay, so 5 years old. I think the first like music album that I really got into this album was Pirates of the Caribbean soundtrack.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
That's respectable.
That's interesting.
I had that on DVD, and then I also had a CD, and I had a CD that was just full of Civil War songs.
Civil War songs.
Yeah.
Wait, like songs they
like
played?
the Saints Come Marching Home. Like
American Civil War, like 1860.
So like Civil War era music.
Like songs out of the Civil War.
Like they would play
like marching song type.
Oh, like marching song. Like,
so like the Saints would come marching home.
Yeah, so like Saints come marching home and other stuff.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah,
That's
and
very
so those were like
interesting.
the 2 CDs that I had. And so I would play the Pirates of the Caribbean one.
Don't mind my protein bar I'm opening.
I'd play like Pirates of the Caribbean one, and then I'd switch over to like the Civil War one. So like that, those were my 2 favorite genre. Is that a genre? Is Pirates of the Caribbean a genre?
Well,
I mean, it's like a
score.
Soundtrack. Yeah, score.
So like it being what it is, there's not a lot of like room to develop from Pirates of the Caribbean. No. So the next step was, okay, well, I like Civil War music. So that's what I liked. That's so good. That's what my music preference was from like 5 to probably like 13.
We had a good 8 years of Civil
Wow.
How much Civil War music is there? Like, did you just have that one CD? Did you find more?
No, you would be surprised because like it's like such a developmental time in like the nation's history.
Okay.
And so a lot of music actually came out of that time.
Interesting. Oh, so like the Starspangled Banner, obviously.
Obviously, that came out of
earlier than that, but
yeah. Possibly in like a different war, maybe I don't know, earlier in that same century.
No.
Maybe I don't know, like 1812. I'm just spitballing.
No.
So you went from you had a good 8 years of solid Civil War music. 8
years of Civil War
getting
music.
that real American spirit pounded into your soul.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And after that, what happened? Once
so
the nails were driven into your soul,
I stopped listening to it.
Just completely, like, just dropped it.
Well, no, I still listen to it.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Shit, man.
Okay.
But because one of my friends kept making fun of me because whenever he would be like, hey, play some music, I would just have Civil War music on my phone. And he'd be like, that's not what I meant. We'd be playing Call of Duty or something, and then in the background is just like, when Johnny comes marching home again, hurrah, hurrah. And he's like, dude, stop.
That's the best Call of Duty music, though. I got that American spirit going.
That's right.
And so eventually I'm like, okay, well, I guess there's other stuff. And so AC/DC, like, my dad was a big fan because he's, Gen X, so obviously.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, the, like, classic rock.
Yeah.
Kind of. So that's I still like their songs.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them more than others.
Yeah. Maybe because you can hear some of them so many times.
Yeah.
Over and over
and
over.
AC/DC.
And over.
Like TNT. It's like, it was a banger. The first 10 times I heard it, I was like, dude, this is a great song.
Yeah.
And then after 14 dozen, I'm like, maybe tone it.
Every time I hear that first note, I'm like, nope.
Switch it to anything else.
Anything else.
So, I was into like classic rock for probably another like 2 or 3 years. And so, let's see, that's probably 15 now, 15, 16. And then I got into weird shit.
Okay. Please define.
Define, please. I too.
And so I kind of like stayed on that whole like weird, bad music genre.
So this wasn't just weird; it was bad.
It's not good. Like, okay,
what was it?
For an instance,
please give a name.
Today, I listened to an hour of Spooky Scary Skeletons Trap remix.
Okay, so that kind of bad.
Okay. So meme music.
Yes.
Meme music.
Okay. I was thinking of a totally different.
No, it's not like Triple X music.
Cardi B.
I was thinking like Ween. Weird, or like the surfing buttholes, or the butthole surfers.
The surfing buttholes.
Oh my gosh.
No, but
that kind of weird.
So, I was thinking experimental music, but no, just meme music.
Just like meme music.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about that Shooting Stars though?
I don't know. Oh, some meme music is better than others.
I love Shooting Stars. That's my admission.
Okay.
Do you know what song I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
Have you seen the Shooting Stars memes where it's like the clip of some dude?
Yeah, and he's like
doing
moving a little bit.
He's like, and he's like floating through space. They kind of
I like that one too. Yeah.
Old memes.
Not a fan.
All right, okay, so we did not relate to Kohlton. All right, continue, Kohlton. Continue.
But like, there's also music that I genuinely think is innovative and creative and fun. Like a lot of stuff from Da Vinci's Notebook is fun.
What is that?
Well, yeah, what is that?
I haven't heard of
so
it. This makes me happy that you're telling me something I haven't heard of. Like,
no, okay. So
good.
Da Vinci's Notebook is like an a cappella group.
Okay. Slightly less interested now.
But it's not as gay as it sounds.
Okay. All right.
So they have fun songs like Window Washing Cowboy, which is a song about a cowboy who washes windows until he kills himself.
Okay.
And they also have other fun songs like Enormous Penis. You probably heard of that.
Oh, yes, I have.
Yeah.
But that was also a dinosaur or something. What? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, Da Vinci's Notebook.
Da Vinci's Notebook.
Yeah,
so
they have a dinosaur on the
that's
album
like the
cover.
album cover, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, I know. Yeah, I listened to a couple other things. I didn't get really into them that much.
Some of their songs are really good, and then some of them I'm just not a fan of.
Yeah, like look at my enormous penis. Like that's a good
That's
one.
a banger.
Absolutely.
But
yeah, it's definitely they have other ones that aren't as quality.
I think one of my favorite ones from them is just making fun of Disney.
Okay.
And it's called it's comparing Disney to heaven. So it's
what?
It's really funny.
Okay.
So like the beginning 30 seconds of the song, you think that they're gonna go into Kingdom in the Sky. That's what it's called. You think that they're gonna talk about heaven and whatever, because people are lining up at the doors and waiting in line and stuff, and then the doors swing open and it's Disneyland.
That's pretty good.
No, yeah. So it's I like some of their stuff, and
is it good because it's funny, or is it genuinely good and funny?
It's good and it's funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because even if
both.
it wasn't as funny, well, I guess it being funny is part of the music, so I can't really remove that part of it and say would it still be good, because that's what it is. But yeah, continue.
No, so you can definitely they're good at what they do.
Okay.
They make good music that's funny.
That's funny. All right. I see.
Yeah.
So your weird music is kind of like meme music, but also funny music.
Meme music, and then music that other people would be like, no, I don't want to listen to that.
Yeah.
But I genuinely enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because it's funny and has a different perspective.
Yeah.
That goes not against cultural norms, but tangential to them.
Okay.
Let's unpack that sentence. So they just go off in different directions than normal culture norms. So it's not anti.
It's not anti-establishment,
culture.
Anarchy.
It's just not normal. It's
Zoomer.
It's its own stuff.
It's like
It's
Zoomer.
Oh, now we're gonna get into the modern age terminology.
Yeah. That reminds me of a song called "Take Stuff from Work."
Take stuff from work.
Yep. It's.
I've done.
Trying
that
to think.
before.
It's
Do you want to incriminate yourself like that? We won't tell you. We won't say where you work.
Yeah. It's by King Missile. It's called "Take Stuff from Work."
Okay.
And it's a pretty good song. It's pretty short, and it just talks about just take stuff from work. It just tells you to take stuff from work.
Speaking of take stuff from work,
just
I
take
that Saran wrap.
And it just
Saran wrap.
And it just continually builds up, and you keep taking bigger and bigger things. And it's pretty good.
It's just a song.
King Missile is a weird, obscure band, which is kind of fun.
Missile.
Yeah, King Missile.
I'm gonna look 'em up.
They show up on my Spotify every now and again.
Okay.
I kind of like them.
I've realized I've missed a step in this whole musical journey.
Fallout.
3.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Influenced my taste in music, I think, a lot. Because Nat King Cole and stuff.
I could see that.
It's because that was one of the first RPGs that I really played. That was open world and fun, I guess.
Yeah, actually fun.
Yeah.
Not like an old Elder Scrolls game.
Yeah,
from the early 2000s.
Not where it's you have 42 menus that you have to navigate through.
Yeah.
43 characters that you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
And so and the radio was just a banger. Every song was so good.
And those were all, what were those all styled like? Like weird 50s music?
Yeah, they were all 50s.
But it was different genres in the 50s too. Did they have some country songs and some kind of, I guess, pop songs? Or all kind of
50s
one?
pop,
Yeah,
I guess, or whatever
big band music.
Big band music? Oh, yeah. So, I don't know if we have any other topics for right now. Is there anything you're wondering, Colin? I don't know if we have any other things to discuss.
I don't know if I had any. I didn't make a list for today.
Yeah. Most of this is unscripted.
Yeah.
All of this is unscripted pretty much.
Oh, all right. So I have one last question, and this is inspired actually by someone else who I watch on YouTube. I will admit. His name's General Sam, but he has this question that he likes to ask, and I want to ask you guys this because I'm very curious.
Okay.
When you wipe after you poop,
okay,
do you stand or sit?
Who the fuck stands?
All right, Kohlton.
No, I sit.
You sit. All right, okay. Because General Sam asked this, and his whole like Discord blew up, and it was like 50-50. Like 50% of the people literally like they like kind of crouch stand.
Really?
To like.
So
to
what
like,
camp are you in?
I'm in the sit too. Like,
okay.
It's like it's.
What?
I'm like, is this crazy?
Yeah,
like, is that like you guys do this? But apparently people like put in the effort to basically do like a squat over their like toilet to wipe.
Wait, so what's like the practical reason for that?
They just do it like because what I hear from or what Sam talked about in his video is like everybody that was. Yeah, I stand up and sit. We're like, what's wrong with you? Why do you just sit down? And all the sit down people are like, why do you stand up? And they're both, it's just how they've always done it. And there's two parties that are like, wait, what? And they never knew this about the other people.
I guess it makes sense because like no one teaches you how to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a thing that.
I feel like they do.
I mean, like if your parents are like.
Yeah. No, but I feel I don't. Maybe my family's different, but my dad didn't like come in and was like, all right, Kohlton. So this is how you wipe. And he like helps me out.
Okay, well, I mean, maybe they did. I was probably too young to remember.
Yeah, see, I don't remember.
So like, it's probably something subconsciously that you just know.
Yeah. So.
And then that they picked up.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents. It's probably.
So it's genetic.
Potentially.
Genetic. we should see this.
Is it a dominant or recessive?
yeah.
The standing gene.
Okay.
But I just had no idea people did that.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Like you just lean one cheek up, and then it's all solved. But no, they take it all off.
What do you mean? You just like go into like the water and you splash them up on yourself and then you're all.
That's
good.
called a bidet.
Yeah, but we don't have a bidet, so I just do it manually.
Yeah, I wish we had bidets.
I don't. That sounds awful.
It sounds good. It sounds great.
In Japan, the toilets like do everything for you. You don't even have to touch anything.
Yeah,
you don't have to do anything.
I'm not sure I like that.
It opens. It puts the seat down for you. It wipes you and it flushes for you. All you have to do is take off your pants and put your pants back on.
That's brilliant because you don't touch anything.
And the seat is heated.
Oh.
I'm not sure I like heated seats because I've been conditioned like if the seat's warm, that's not good.
That's someone else has been there. I don't know, but okay. So kind of on the same topic.
On the same topic.
Do you pee in the shower?
You know, yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you pee in the shower?
If I really gotta go, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Some people think it's gross.
I think most people think it's gross.
I don't know. Like, I found that most people pee in the shower.
Really?
Well, I understand. Like, okay, yeah, that's gross. Yeah, it's like already getting washed down the drain. Though. Yeah. It's like a big urinal.
Exactly. And then like if I pee in the shower, it's always before I'm like
done.
Like washing myself.
Yeah.
It's like the first thing I do.
No, it's not like, oh, I gotta pee. I better wait till the end and then like turn off the water and then hit the wall.
I don't get out to go pee. That's wasting water.
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah, that is true. It's actually more like environmentally mindful to pee in the shower.
It's gray water anyway.
Yeah.
So
we're just making it a little bit more gray.
Yeah. You just pee down it anyway. It doesn't matter. And then you soap it down.
Yep.
Cleans the and then you're good to go. Just if you're really that grossed out about it, just squirt some shampoo on the floor and just rub it in with your foot.
We'll have to. I wonder how many people actually do pee in the shower.
Yeah, because I talked to Isabel about it, and she does not pee in the shower. She thinks it's disgusting.
Okay, yeah.
I bet this is like a male female.
Yeah, I feel like a male. No.
Oh,
know a number of females that do this.
Her sister Savannah does.
Oh, okay.
Pee in the shower.
Are we gonna have to censor out a few names if they don't want this information shared?
Her mom does not.
Okay.
And her dad does.
Yeah.
Again, I feel like this is just a male-female thing, and then there's one outlier.
And then her grandma does.
She can't help it.
No. She said that she does.
Did you ask them all on it?
Yeah, Isabel asked, because when I went over there yesterday, she asked everybody, do you pee in the shower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah.
And that was her mom's grandma, and she was there, and her mom was like, gross, why do you do that?
That's so funny.
So it's not a gender thing.
All right, okay, I got you. Yeah, if an old woman's doing it, it's probably not a gender thing.
No, definitely not. So, as something to go ask people.
We're gonna have to start polling people and come back to this with results on a poll on the stand and sit and on the pee in the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Wonderful. Yeah. I love this quality content we have.
Yeah.
Pee and poo. I think, unless we have anything else to talk about, that might be it for this.
That might be it for this podcast.
Yeah.
Kohlton, did you have anything else you want to talk about?
I can't really.
Any final messages to the audience?
Would you like to?
Little word of wisdom.
The more you walk, the more you walk.
Okay.
This has been Noah Spees and
Jordy Rude on. Oh fuck! What's our name?
We don't have one.
And we want to thank Kohlton Nash very much for talking to us today. That's the end of the messy first episode. Hopefully, we worked out some kinks.
By the next episode, we will have a name for the podcast.
Maybe.
Thank you for listening.
Yep.
You can find our podcast where your podcasts are streamed and served.
Yeah, because if you found this one, you probably found it in one of those places.
That's right.
So, yeah.
If you didn't, how?
Yeah, how are you listening to it?
That's right.
Now? Yeah.
Unless you know us personally.
yeah. So, our next guest is going to be Emma Hale.
Is it?
The esteemed Emma Hale. Yeah,
the esteemed Emma Hale. Okay, great.
Oh, that's cool.
Next Tuesday?
No, Saturday.
This Saturday?
This Saturday.
Well, what are we going to edit?
Quick.
Anyway.
What? Yeah. Bye.